WWE Champion. Congratulations to Randy Orton. The question is, will we crown a new Universal Champion? We're about to find out because Goldberg...
Walking alone, the streets are empty. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking.
Against Brock Lesnar. And this story began months ago as nothing but a dream. Fantasy warfare just got real.
It's been my experience that fantasies, much like fairy tales, all start the same way. Once upon a time, there was a man called Goldberg.
We have never seen a man fight like this.
Bill Goldberg remains unbeaten.
56-0.
77 triple digits.
The first undefeated man in the history of this sport to ever win the World Championship.
All fell to the might of Goldberg. But then one day, a beast arrived. A gargantuan beast, hell-bent on destruction and with no intention of being tamed.
Another F5! Here comes the pain!
So the man called Goldberg battled the beast on the grand stage. And to the surprise of all, Goldberg slayed the beast. And so with no challengers left in his kingdom, the man called Goldberg walked off into the sunset. But the beast did not die. The beast went out into the world to grow stronger, more powerful and vicious than any who came before. And when the beast returned to the kingdom from whence he came, he set forth with one primal instinct in his cold, black heart: conquer. But then one day, after 12 years in the wilderness, the man called Goldberg returned. Now a husband and father, Goldberg wanted to prove he was still the great warrior of old.
Brock Lesnar, you're next.
The beast gladly accepted the challenge. But to the beast's surprise, Goldberg had not grown weaker with age, but instead drew strength from an adoring public who envisioned him a superhero.
Oh my God! Goldberg beat Brock!
1 minute, 26 seconds.
After 12 years, Goldberg returns and absolutely destroys the beast!
From the shadows, the beast watched as the man called Goldberg, after more than a decade away, claimed the mantle of Universal Champion.
This title belongs to you.
And so the beast, now twice defeated, concocted a plan to separate Goldberg from his championship. He had pretended to congratulate his enemy.
There he is! Rocks!
With his opponent distracted, the beast seized his moment to strike.
A thunderous F5 to the champion!
Now, earlier I told you that fantasies and fairy tales all start the same way. The endings, however, not so much. Because if this was a fairy tale, Goldberg would walk out of WrestleMania a triumphant champion, a hero to his wife, his son, and his legion of fans. But unfortunately, it's just a fantasy. And all fantasies crumble to dust when they meet the reality that is the beast incarnate, Brock Lesnar. So I hope you've enjoyed your fantasy while it lasted, Bill. Because tonight at WrestleMania, there is no happily ever after.
An incredible scene at the Citrus Bowl here in Orlando. The Beast incarnate Brock Lesnar making his way to the ring, accompanied by his advocate Paul Heyman. Over 70,000 people in attendance for this much anticipated rematch. Because there's one number that has stayed in the head of Brock Lesnar since November. That number is 1 minute 26 seconds. That is how long it took Goldberg to beat Brock Lesnar at Survivor Series. Then he eliminated Lesnar at the Royal Rumble. Brock Lesnar has not forgotten.
You used the phrase much anticipated. I guarantee you no one on the planet Earth has been looking more forward to this match than the Beast incarnate Brock Lesnar.
Lesnar struck Goldberg with an F5 on Monday Night Raw 2 weeks ago. But this past week, Goldberg answered with a spear outside the ring. Does Goldberg have Lesnar's number?
You know, Colt, despite recent history, I remain steadfast in my belief you don't bet against the Beast.
Can Goldberg do it again? Well, ladies and gentlemen, players have been voted to determine the greatest WWE champion. We're excited to announce that Andre the Giant has been voted as the greatest. For a limited time, Andre the Giant will be given to all players for free. Join 10 million players and download the WWE Champions mobile game today.
This man Goldberg may be the cover story for arguably the greatest comeback in sports entertainment history.
He beat Kevin Owens back in early March to win the Universal Championship and set this up as a Universal title match at WrestleMania.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the Universal Championship.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul Heyman, and I am the advocate for the challenger, weighing in tonight at 295 pounds, fighting out of Suplex City, the superhero conquering beast of WrestleMania, Brock Lesnar!
His opponent from Atlanta, Georgia, weighing 270 pounds, he is the Universal Champion, Goldberg!
The question tonight is, can that man, Brock Lesnar, slay his demon? The one man who has been a major obstacle in his career.
We are about to find out. This one is going to be big. This one's going to be epic. It's like two titans clashing in front of us.
Two once-in-a-lifetime athletes with competitive fire enshrined in their DNA.
Brock Lesnar looks ready to go. Goldberg looks extremely confident as well. Bell rings. We are underway. Goldberg measuring Lesnar. And quickly, Brock Lesnar delivers a German suplex to Goldberg. Lesnar quickly. And another one. And Goldberg is going to Suplex City, and the Beast is on the hunt. And he delivers a triple German suplex to Goldberg. But from behind, a takedown by Goldberg to Lesnar. And just when Lesnar thought he had Goldberg down, Goldberg turned the tables.
It could be deja vu.
Spear! Lesnar floored again, but this time wisely rolls out of the ring.
We could be on the verge of seeing Goldberg go 3-0 against Brock Lesnar.
And look at Goldberg measuring Lesnar. Here comes Goldberg. Through the barricade. Goldberg has speared Lesnar through the barricade. Corey, what does Lesnar have to do?
I have no earthly idea. Lesnar came out of the gate strong, delivering multiple suplexes.
A trifecta of Germans.
Yes, take a look back at this. Goldberg visited Suplex City almost immediately, but recovered and has just taken the fight to the Beast.
Yeah, it wasn't done there on the outside. A third spear through the barricade. What a response by Goldberg.
And now Goldberg back to his feet, looking to drag Lesnar back into the ring. Knee to the midsection. And Goldberg looks to beat Brock Lesnar again.
What would this do to the legacy of the Beast Incarnate?
Paul Heyman cannot believe it.
It would destroy his legacy, Byron.
Looking for the jackhammer. Looking to put Brock Lesnar away. Wait a minute. Lesnar picked Goldberg. Lesnar picked Goldberg.
No.
Look at the F5. Goldberg.
Another spear. Fourth spear by Goldberg.
No way is Lesnar going to survive that.
Heyman realizes it. Grabbing his head outside the ring.
It's almost superhuman response by the Universal Champion.
Goldberg closing in on a monumental win at WrestleMania. Lesnar's stunned. Lesnar's in trouble. Brock has no idea where he is. He is. Goldberg looking for the jackhammer.
Lesnar up.
Lesnar got him. Goldberg got him. Hooks the leg. Lesnar kicks out. Lesnar kicked out. Goldberg can't believe it.
Goldberg is completely shocked.
And for once, a look of disbelief on the face of Goldberg in this rivalry. Lesnar has life.
Oh, but Goldberg poised and in position again.
How much life does Lesnar have left? I mean, Brock's barely crawling to his feet.
Goldberg smells blood.
Listen to Heyman screaming at Lesnar. Tell him to wake up. Look for the spear. Oh my God!
Good God!
What a leapfrog by Brock!
Goldberg might have knocked himself silly in the turnbuckle. Guess what, Goldberg? We're going to Suplex City.
He's definitely going to be knocked silly now. Brock Lesnar's had enough. Goldberg in trouble.
He was in trouble before.
And it's getting worse.
Keeping count here. The WWE Universe.
Brock Lesnar trying to make Goldberg a permanent resident of Suplex City.
But 7 Germans.
Somehow, Goldberg is still fighting to get to his feet.
But he goes back down, Corey, with every German.
Goldberg, though, struggling to get back to his feet. Brock Lesnar again stalking. And for a 9th time, a German suplex. And this is beginning to become very reminiscent of the Lesnar destruction of John Cena a number of years ago. They're looking for 10 here in Orlando.
They're gonna get it.
10 Germans to Goldberg. And Lesnar's in his element.
The sword of Damocles is at the back of the neck of Goldberg, and everyone here in the Citrus Bowl can feel it.
And a beast with Goldberg up on his shoulders.
Goldberg got out of it once.
F5. Cover. Hooks the leg. Brock Lesnar is the new Universal Champion.
Here is your winner and the new Universal Champion, Brock Lesnar.
Brock is back and on top of Raw.
Absolute dominance personified.
It took a little while for Lesnar to get going, but once he started ripping off the German suplexes, 10 in total, it was lights out for Goldberg.
Brock Lesnar has erased the blemish that has haunted him.
His career could have been besmirched had Lesnar not redeemed himself tonight. But Brock did it, and in a big way, with 10 German suplexes.
This is early on, Corey. But Goldberg with his spear out of nowhere would ensure that his dominance over Lesnar would continue at least for the moment.
Yeah, this wasn't it. Goldberg even on the outside delivering the spear through the barricade. And we thought this was it as Goldberg would hoist up Lesnar for the jackhammer, but somehow the Beast Incarnate would still survive.
Here was the turning point. Yeah, let's check out this freakish agility by the Beast Incarnate, avoiding a spear and turning the tides.
Two of the most intensely dominant superstars. This was his 10th, the 10th German suplex that was delivered by Brock Lesnar. And that was just the prelude to this. In the center of the ring, an emphatic F5, and Brock Lesnar is your new Universal Champion.
How good did that feel for Brock Lesnar? He finally exercised his demons.
And he did so on the biggest stage possible.
Look at the smile on the face of Brock Lesnar.
But guys, you cannot take away what Goldberg has accomplished in his return to WWE.
It was beautiful, it was poetic, it was a great story, but eventually Superman was forced to kneel before Zod. Goldberg was forced to kneel to the Beast Incarnate.